Hello, little people. Today on Oz History, the interesting bits, the Rum Rebellion, Australia's first and only successful armed overthrow of a government. It's a story of egos and money and big burly sailors in tight sailor shirts. And in honor of the rummy part, little Miss Alvarez here is having a little drinky-winky. Just a little drinky. Don't worry, Jasmine. I'm not driving. Personal assistance, hey? Where was I? The Rum Rebellion is really the story of two men who found themselves facing off in the very beginnings of colonial Australia. On one side, we have English sailor turned governor William Bligh. And on the other side, you have English soldier turned businessman John MacArthur. Bligh had been on Captain Cook's third journey to the Southern Oceans. And then, as a young captain, he sailed halfway across the world to Tahiti to get fruit. This fruit. Breadfruit. It looks tasty. Jasmine! Get me some breadfruit. No breadfruit? Well, then get me a hot dog. With sauce. And mustard. And cheese. Anyway, when he got to Tahiti, the breadfruit trees went in season, so the crew spent a lot of quality time with the local ladies, where they waited. After 5 months, Bligh ordered them back to sea. They didn't like that, so they mutinied, and threw Bligh and his loyal crew overboard into a rowboat. Bligh then made the epic 47-day journey to the nearest European colony on Timor, and then back to home. The second guy in our story is John MacArthur. Look at those mutton chops. He was a soldier who enlisted to fight the American War of Independence on the non-independent side. But he never made it, so he taught himself farming while he waited for a new commission. After 5 years, he got a job in the New South Wales Military Corps and sailed the rolling seas to Australia. Rolling seas. Rolling. And along the way, he picked petty fights with the other passengers. Finally, he got to Sydney, which was just a few thousand people strong at this point. And pretty much as soon as he got there, he picked fights with the locals too. He also put his farming training to good use by making a whole bunch of convicts clear huge tracts of land for him to cultivate. He could do this because the military people, like him, pretty much ran the colony. The military also completely controlled the trade in rum, which was so widespread it was used as a currency. Jasmine, more rum! What do you mean no more rum? I want some rum, Jasmine. No rum? No more rum. Hot dog. And they made themselves rich. So much so that MacArthur was pretty much the richest guy in the whole colony. Not everything went MacArthur's way, though. After picking another fight, this time with a superior officer, he was sent to England to be court-martialed. Handily, though, the evidence against him sailed on the same ship, and it somehow went missing. Things stayed good for him in England when he figured out that what Australia needed was sheep, and many of them. Australia, he reckoned, could clothe the entire empire. So he secured more land in Sydney and a whole bunch of English sheep, and headed back to Australia by ship. And the rolling waves. Ah! I'm okay. Jasmine, help me up. I'm okay. Jasmine, I'm not okay. I sprained my everything. William Bligh, the sailor from earlier, arrived to be governor, and he immediately started getting the New South Wales Corps and MacArthur offside. For a start, he was a tedious teetotaler, and didn't like booze. I'm looking at you, Jasmine. He also did other things, like evict squatters from land that had been set aside for public use. And soon enough, he went directly after MacArthur, having a dispute over land borders and trying to fine him over an escaped convict. It was this fine over the convict that Governor Bligh used as a pretext to arrest MacArthur. "I dropped my hot dog! Jasmine, I dropped my hot dog!" "Oh, thank you. No, just brush it off." The day of his arrest, MacArthur protested his innocence. Most of the judges on the trial were his military officer buddies who stood up for him, and the chief magistrate owed him money, which he used as leverage too. Sneaky MacArthur. Bligh called for the arrest of the officer judges who had stood up for MacArthur. MacArthur, for his part, started a petition of the least scumbaggy citizens of Sydney calling on Bligh to resign. The soldiers then marched on the government house to arrest Bligh. The soldiers swarmed Bligh's quarters, and after hours of searching found him next to a bed, trying to hide sensitive papers. The soldiers spun this to suggest that Bligh was hiding under his bed, and then drew this anatomically problematic painting as propaganda. Bligh was put under arrest and confined to his house, and the colony pretty much moved on. He was eventually shipped back to England, and MacArthur had to go back too to face the music. MacArthur ended up largely vindicated though, so much so that he appeared on our $2 note with his favourite sheep. But who was the real winner? Bligh could have been a tyrant, and some of the stuff he did was pretty bad, but a lot of the stuff he did wasn't. And MacArthur, he could have been standing up for the freedom of the young colony. On all evidence though, the guy was a dead-set asshole who cared more about being really, really rich. And you can frame the whole rebellion as a clash between old and new, or the power of the king versus the power of the money. Me, I'm just a little cartoon character, so I prefer to think of it in more simple ways, as a contest between egomaniacs to see who had the biggest, hot dog. Jasmine, I dropped my hot dog again.